I'm Jeff Anderson. I'm here with my colleague, Molly Burke. Yesterday, a serial predator was sentenced to 30 years in Anoka County District Court for having raped and molested and abused multiple kids. Why did that happen? He received 30 years, and his name and that serial predator's name is Jefferson Fietek. And that happened because of the courage of survivors and their families who found a way and a will to report and to speak and to use their voice. And to each of those survivors and their families that have supported them in this horrible journey, we express deep gratitude for the chance to not only work with them, but that they stood up in court willing to have their truth told. And to those survivors who have come forward, and we know he was charged with over 10 counts, at least 5 different families, your voice counts. And when you stood in court yesterday and told of the sorrow and the truth, you've done something to protect other kids in the future. And we are so grateful to be able to share this journey of sorrow, but also of hope to protect other kids with you. Jefferson Fietek got 30 years sentence. And when one of the survivors with whom we've had the pleasure to work said, "The shackles of guilt and shame have loosened," I was really touched, because the shackles of guilt and shame in survivors don't go away, but they get loosened every single time a survivor shares his or her secret and takes some action to protect other kids. And we sing the praises and honor all of the survivors for their courage in doing just that in this case.
I second what Jeff has said. It's so powerful for survivors to come forward and so difficult and challenging. And we honor you, and we have so much respect for you and for the personal triumph that it is for you. We really want to acknowledge that of yesterday, a huge step that this predator is going to be locked away for such a long time that families can feel safer and children will be safer. He was a serial predator who had access to children for years. He was in a position of power and authority, not only as a school teacher, but as a leader of a youth theater organization he himself created. So he put himself in powerful positions and where he accessed kids. And it's only because of the courage of survivors who came forward to expose his wrongdoing and his atrocities that other kids are now safe, and other kids will not be harmed by him in the future.
And his access was really garnered through the Anoka Middle School and his role as an arts leader and an organization he was involved in. What's also important is that the survivors that spoke up yesterday at the time of sentencing used their name. And it's a choice they made. But we also want survivors to know that that powerful choice that they made, both the mom on behalf of the teen and the other survivor who blew the whistle in 2020 and posted this in Facebook, used their names, but it was their choice. And any survivor that does come forward, with whom we've been working for decades and are working on this case, remain private and confidential. So your name does not have to be used or known, and I need every survivor to know that privacy can be protected and predators can be punished and exposed through the courage of survivors, anonymous and otherwise. Thank you to each of you for your courage, your will, your voice.
Thank you.